destruction. No one stopped me yet.
Not for communal use, it seems. Best show some respect. Or some more cunning.
It stopped. But it'll happen again. It keeps happening. The shivering, shaking, quaking. Don't you feel it? There's something underneath the city, inside the rock. But when I ask the stone why it shakes, it only screams. I want to go home.
Now you've spoke. Glad we both made it out of Grimforge alive. And that I didn't have to use that rune powder to make a point. Funny. You're gonna need that sense of humor here. I overheard you're gonna be helping us fight the good fight. Knew I would have regretted blowing you up. Better get on with it then. Wulbren wouldn't have put his trust in you for nothing.
Gonna help us clear those watchers from the streets? That bomb will save a lot more people than it kills. Trust me. I've seen what those watchers can do. Need to get the quantities just right.
You'll be getting a mouthful of sparks at this rate. Unless you've got any decent metal on you, I'm not interested. Only if you're quick. Now let me get... You'll be getting a mouthful of sparks at this rate.
Surprisingly pleasant odor. I should sell this as perfume.
I am ready, whatever may come.
Indolence breeds madness.
You'll be getting a mouthful... Only if you're quick. Now let me...
Keep your stubby sausage fingers away from my instruments, Sally Hoon. I don't have time to replace them.
But it's lovely strolling around not worrying about getting squished by a steel watcher, hmm?
When's it gonna stop?
What's the rush, Sob?
It won't. Soon the bastards will outnumber us. They'll come for our homes, our jobs, everything.
Cleaning, cooking, construction, the possibilities are endless.
Young lady.
I just lost a wager, thanks to you.
Who are you?
Someone who bet that you'd never be foolish enough to actually show your face in this city again. But here you are. And the gold in my purse is soon to take flight. There have been whispers about you, sister. About your faith, your loyalty, your company. I can't help but feel the strangest twinge of disgust as I look upon you. Is it true? Has Our Lady forsaken you?
I know the truth. I know my parents still live. Tell me where they are, and I have no quarrel with you.
I'm afraid the quarrel is unavoidable, thanks to you. Now I must report your reappearance. If you are intent on bringing matters to a head, then seek out the House of Grief in the lower city. Though, if I was you, I'd be very tempted to just forget it all and disappear. You have some form at doing so, after all.
This isn't a glorious bunch of fists, but it isn't a hard one either. If you can't even guard a blasted shed, it's no wonder we're being replaced by steel watchers.
I wasn't expecting it, but I'm glad to have some company on this journey. Then that's where we need to go. My parents are in there somewhere.
Oakfather preserve you.
Refugees for hire. Catchy, right? Mate, there is so much wrong with that name.
only to be corralled like cattle.
Oh, hello again. He's dead. Then there's some justice in the world after all. We were in a bad place and walked into an ambush. Our only options were fight or surrender. Zevlor froze. I shook him, demanded orders, answers. But he just stared at me. When the attackers closed in, he woke up and told our fighters to stand down. He wouldn't fight. So we did what he said and surrendered. They rounded us up and marched us to Moonrise. Most of us never marched out again. No choice. We could have fought, and would have, if he'd have led the way. We might have lost, but it was a chance. Surrendering was certain death. It's not too much to ask a leader to lead. When the crisis came, he failed us. His mistake cost lives. Tieflings died who should be alive today. I can't forgive that. Oh, hello again.
I miss Zevlor.
We made it through hell. Twice.
Oh, that loser. Don't bother. I don't even want to think about him after what he did. It was touch and go. Some close calls. The cult have claimed every road between Baldur's Gate and Eltergard. But from what you tell me, I had it easy compared to the rest of you.
They just had the sense to move quicker than us.
Back again! Want a dagger? Oh, yay! Want more?
Assume nothing.
That was before I saw the giant metal monsters guarding the checkpoint.
What's the worst that can happen if we get caught sneaking in? A few days in a jail cell? At least we'd have a bed.
Worst that can happen is one of those steel watchers stamping us into the dirt.
You're such a scaredy cat.
There's no point arguing with the guards. We're not getting past that checkpoint without the right papers.
You promised you'd get us inside the city. Said you'd do whatever it takes.
That was before I saw the giant metal... What is needed?
Wits and blades, always sharp.
Blackets will be done.
There's no time to waste.
Oakfather preserve you. Wherever you need me, I'll be right here in camp.
What's on your mind?
Hell yes.
Never a dull moment.
Copper for your thoughts?
Really? Really?
Yes.
Great power. Especially. Not surprised you haven't tried it yourself yet.
Thank the gods.
Soldier?
What's on your mind?
Really? Oh,
Hello, my dear. Darling, lead on.
All's well, I hope, aside from the obvious. If you're sure. Fine.
What do you need? With...
Quite ready for you.
going.
This time they weren't feeling polite. They really put the boot in me.
And for what? You didn't even fight back.
You throw a fit when there's no hot water. In the name of the fire, one have mercy.
Halt! By orders of Lord Gortash, refugees are no longer allowed in the city. Turn around. Well, do you have the means to support yourself? Then you don't need to be in the city. Next!
Front-page material.
No refugees. It is decreed. Well, do you have the means to support yourself? Right. Article 30.1.5 of the Council's Decree on Extraordinary Wartime Measures. I am confiscating that. The city thanks you for your contribution. Your name? I'm doing the questioning here. Last time. Name?
Well met, citizen Fluffington.
Your parasite stirs. From the construct, you feel connection, resonance.
I am a Steel Watcher, citizen. Here to serve the people of Baldur's Gate in the name of Lord Enver Gortash.
State your business. Uh-huh. Eyes open, body still.
Behind the Watcher's gaze, a presence awakens. You are seen. You are known. Your party's prior transgressions are reflected in its stare. As witnessed by the cult's ever-alert, scrying eyes. It has heard the howls of slaughtered goblins. It has seen the deep shadows of Grimforge, and the stone floors left bloodied. It knows the cold walls of Moonrise Towers, and the cultists who fell there. The Watcher speaks directly into your mind with a voice like poisoned honey.
You are marked for special treatment. Not simply an enemy of the people, but an enemy of the Absolute. Come quietly, or die. Please comply now, citizen. I will interpret any further hesitation as resistance.
Eat this, you pile of junk!
Villains, take heed.
God damn it all!
Recovery is imminent.
You bastards, or I'll have your heads!
Look at you. You're exhausted. You've been pulling all-nighters to keep watch. I know you have.
I don't mind it. Honestly.
Well, I do. Which means we're getting a real...
Stay out of trouble. The Fist is watching.
You there? Need some coin? There's some vermin I need squashed.
And if a patron confuses me for a member of staff,
I'd probably break his nose.
why does Bronze Crossing have so few lodgings? We need at least a double.
Hey, you! I've got a pest problem, and you look like the solution.
None of them has sticky fingers. Better off sleeping in the gutter than that delicate. I just want somewhere warm and safe.
Safe, my love. I'm here. I won't let anything happen.
Listen up! You need a spot of gold? I got the perfect job for you.
All night is to keep watch. I know you have.
I don't mind it. Honestly.
Well, I do. Which means we're getting a real.
Hear me. Jerez's caress also has rules.
Damn squatties. Time they come was
I'd probably break his nose.
No trespassing. Got it?
How about the flop?
Why does Bronze Crossing have so few lodgings?
God, what was coming? I'm looking for heads. The bounty.
We can bunk with 10 other people and pay none of them.
Bloody gnomes. We need to find where they burrowed themselves up. You an adventurer? Looking to pad your purse? Find their foxhole. Bring me their chief's head. The Fist will reward you well. I agree. But we can't leave our posts. Not with all the patriarchs meeting in Worm's Rock for the coronation. You've the right look. Solid bones. Steady face. The kind that cleans up vermin for pay. You'll change your mind once they kill innocent citizens. The only language they'll understand is that of intimidating violence. Good. Sniff 'em out. Gut 'em clean. Keep Baldur's Gate safe. Bring the head back here when it's done. I'll be around.
You have my attention.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Man buying heirlooms. Vulture challenged him. Brothers died on the road. Man tried to buy. None. Pushed. Felt bones break. Darkness. Garrod.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have. That's curious. What's that?
Hello, my dear.
Another quake. What's going on?
The rain is breaking free.
I'm here. I won't let anything happen. I'm not going inside.
Brothel? Pleasure house? Den of decadent delight?
So loud.
Well, I do. Which means we're getting a real.
People are just walking into Sheres's caress like it was any old business. No disrespect to you, of course, if you're a patron.
Why are some people so strange about Sheres's caress? It's just sex.
Oh, we're not queuing for Sheres's caress. Not yet, anyway. Head on in.
And if a patron confuses me
You
for
deserve to cut loose.
Librarian does this thing with her weird honor.
Another drow for my feasting eyes. In darkness bred, yet no less delicious for it. Elegant, decadent, and oh so dangerous. I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip. She gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you? I thought as much. Those eyes tell a story. Punishment is your pleasure. It's Fionn you seek, our stern librarian. She isn't here today, alas. Your penance must wait. Well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin. Nisha, our lovely nymph. She's engaged in the nymph's grotto on the top floor, sweeting. The client's a favorite of hers, too. I doubt you'll be able to tear her away. But we are blessed to have a devil in residence at the moment. A temporary guest. But he asked that I send any potential clients his way. Everyone who's paid a visit looks quite changed by the experience. Indeed he did. Raphael. Exceedingly handsome, and with a voice that could make the foulest blasphemy seem the sweetest hymn. Twins, yes. Hands of such skill they could turn stone to silk. Your body could suffer no knot they can't untangle. They're through the curtain to the right. You'll need coin and stamina in abundance to enjoy their services, but the gold will be as well spent as you are. Sweeting, I'm no fortune teller. If I had a crystal ball, I promise I'd already have consulted it. Truth is, Fionn's gone well missing, and my hands may be skillful, but they were not made to turn every last stone she might be hiding behind. To service is my calling, not to be served. Ugh, but I'd be a fool to say no. The girl kept my coffers near overflowing. 2 flights up, then turn right, and right again. That's Fion's pleasure room, Elminster's library. Here, take the key.
Elminster's library? People will get their thrills in the strangest of places.
I'm listening.
On his leash. Game. Playing.
Damn, Hoots! That new batch burns stronger than a pit fiend's fist.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Take it however you want. But I'll be having my usual from now on. Oh. It's Raphael's favorite misadventurer. You've put me out of pocket, you know. Raphael bet me 5 soul coins you'd reach the city in one piece. He rented a room upstairs in the hope that you'd drop by. Ah, I forget we've never met. I've had my eyes and ears on you so long we feel like old friends. Carilla is my name. I'm Raphael's assistant, shall we say. Take your time. Have a drink. Sample the goods. Go see him when you're feeling refreshed. Go see Raphael. Then I might let you buy me a drink.
Now, that there's a face I'd remember if I'd seen it. Welcome to Sharess's Caress. What can Hoots do for you, stranger? You got a taste for ale, I reckon. Or maybe... Ah, forget it. My new brew could drop you in the wink of a spectator's eye. My business is slinging tankards, not hoarding secrets. I'd like to keep it that way. Don't know about that, chum. Hoots Hooch packs a stronger wallop than all 10 of my knuckles. Could beef you up, sharpen your tongue, or knock you out cold. No telling till the first drop hits your gullet. Damn! The gal knows what she wants. First one's on the house. So, don't come bawling to me if your big toes fall off or your tongue coils in a knot. Sharess Caress, the mamsel's brainchild. Wet your tongue, soak your skin, scratch your itch. Get the attention you want and avoid the attention you don't. Have a look. All set, are you?
You're looking parched, sweetheart. Another tankard?
Hells, darling. Another sip and I'm like to spill over. But other hankering for spicier flavours. How about you give me a taste? What'd you say, doll? Have a sit on my lap. Let's see what pops up.
Darling, how you set me a quiver. You are a beast among men. No, A dragon, setting my phoenix nest aflame. I shall slake your thirst, dragon. You will part your lips and drink of my essence.
Oh, I will drink your essence.
Hoots, order up! Another tankard for the fist. My hands are full, sweetheart. You want a drink? Hoots is your woman. You want pleasure? See Mamselle Amira.
She wants to be rid of that brute.
I expected Baldur's Gate to be insipid, stale, wholly without merit. But it's got a vicious bite to it. Delightful.
One chicken wing.
What do you need?
Hello, my dear.
I'm listening. Shook. You believe you can survive? As you say.
Soldier.
I wasn't expecting it, but I'm glad to have some company on this journey. All right, some...
Men, women, children, all barred from entry. A damn travesty. A decade ago, Baldur's Gate would have welcomed any and everyone seeking refuge. Who would take in these souls, if not the Jewel of Baldurin? As long as Gortash is in charge, they'll be left shivering at the gates. All part of the plan, of course. Step 1. Create an army and order it to march on the city. Step 2. Shut the gates in the name of security. Step 3. Bask in the applause. Gortash hasn't made Baldur's Gate safe. He's made it a prison. And when his army breaks through, the people will have nowhere to run. To make this city a safe haven, we'll need to bathe Gortash and his allies in their own blood. Mind flayers are like devils. They just sport tentacles rather than wings. Clever, manipulative, exploitative. The Emperor says he's a friend. I think we'd be fools to believe him. And maybe it's true. Maybe Stelmane allied with a mind flayer and subjected the city to their political will. Or maybe he made an offer she couldn't refuse. I met her twice. The first time, I was a boy of 7 or 8, at a banquet in the Flaming Fist's honor. One look and I was smitten. Chestnut hair that flowed behind her like willow fronds as she floated from one room to the next as if carried by clouds. The second time, Stelmane was different. Even with the aid of a cane, each step she took was a struggle. Every word she spoke took great physical effort. A stroke victim? I asked Father later. No, he said. A stroke survivor.
You sense uncertainty in Will's voice. He questions his father's explanation.
Something's always gnawed at me. At the banquet, Stelmane didn't seem to look at us, but through us. But that second time, her gaze never left me. It was steel, sharp and unyielding. It could just be my imagination, but I always felt that it was more than a stroke that had changed her. What, though? I couldn't say. Nonsense. Stelmane was no less worthy of life or success because she was disabled. Her death is no blessing. It is a calculated cruelty. Think about it. My father was tadpoled. Stelmane is dead. The people are frightened and the council's in disarray. To exert control, he must first sow chaos. A tyrant's strategy, as father would say. These murders aren't random acts. Someone powerful is guiding the killer's hand, and the city is made weaker for it.
Oakfather preserve you.
Be rid of that brute. Isn't it right? Yes, on his leash. Game.
I don't mind.
Which means we're getting...
Finest fish caught this morning. What'll it be? Come back soon.
All's well, I hope? Aside from the obvious. If you're sure. Fine.
Always good to talk, my friend. That's the spirit.
The pride of the gate.
Mutatis mutandis. Mutatis mutandis.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Charmed, I'm sure.
What to do?
Yes?
Where am I needed?
No time to rest.
New guy. Trouble.
Hear me. Jerez's caress.
He's all right. Guild. Yeah.
Listen,
That's what I heard.
it's got private rooms, music,
Sounds
spoon, pleasant folks.
Sorry. You're not careful.
I'd probably break his nose.
That'll be.
Enjoy the fiddling. Throw a few coins our way and let us play on into the night.
A new face? Looking for another chapter of dirty lore for your biography?
You have but to ask, and we can grant you a moment of pleasure. Don't be shy.
I used to work as a courtesan back home, and my sister as an artisanal masseuse. But men are treated like dogs by the Underdark's matriarchs, so we fled.
We found surfaces craved the body of a drow like a drug. Life is easy in our line of work. Life is prosperous. I'm much happier kissing the many lips of the surface than tending a field or manning a shop.
I'd have to restrain myself far more than any play bindings do if I worked in another field. This is a place where I can be myself boundlessly. There are so many who come to me speaking of a fixation that no one else has ever been able to share with them, and never will again. A once-in-a-lifetime moment of passion. Every day. What could be better? Don't you want to try it? Trust me, you don't want to miss my signature Mesobaranzan love trick.
Menzoberranzan love magic, a formidable practice, usually only reserved for pleasing the most insatiable matriarchs in the city of spiders.
Darling, we're not fooling anyone. Unless you pay me to make a fool of you. You'll just have to see what is in store.
In that case, we will require 2 of you. And indeed, I suggest it, because I have never seen a creature as fair as this pale bow beside you.
What a world. I never dreamed I'd be on the paying end in a brothel. But our leader here has made the dire mistake of failing to sleep with me so far, and it's a mistake I have been aching to correct.
Charming.
There must be a sprinkling shower of gold first. Coin.
You can stare as much as you like.
She can win.
Of course you came back. I never doubted you would.
In that case...
But our leader here has made the dire...
A shame. But either one of us will be ready for you, if you wish to have us. Couldn't get us off your mind, could you? In that case...
But our leader here has made the dire mistake of failing to sleep with me so far, and it's a mistake I have...
Charming.
There must be a sprinkling shower of gold first. Darling, we're not fooling anyone. Unless you pay me to make a fool of you. You'll just have to see what is in store.
In that...
But our leader here has made the dire mistake of failing to sleep with...
Charming.
There must be a sprinkling shower of gold.
Let's go. This is thrilling.
Is your boss here to enjoy himself?
I don't think.
Rather refined. But I suppose not nearly enough.
Been taken from the pantry. Again. Not that type of service down here, love. I've got a husband. And you ain't my type. Ugh. Thank the gods. I've had too many miscreants think my kitchen's just another themed playroom. I suppose, if you're willing to pay for it. Now get out from under my feet, would you?
You must have brought so many to her knees.
Will you tell Saul that snails, an aphrodisiac, they're just salt? There's a difference.
Press your belly to the bar, chum.
That was the finest strudel I've made, and they just ate it off each other's asses.
Another case closed, another bottle open. Huzzah to Valeria! Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something. Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found? My assistant. She's posted in the lower city investigating Duke Stelmane's murder. Now, back to it. What have you found? While that is startling, it still doesn't disprove my theory that Brilgor killed Father Lorgan, does it? That's what you need if you want to change my mind. Hard evidence. A reason, too, if you're at it. Why was Lorgan killed? That doesn't make sense. Why would this dwarf kill Father Lorgan? I need something more than vague allegations. I want something compelling, hard, tangible evidence, and nothing less. That's quite the discovery. Doesn't tell me everything, though. Why was Lorgan killed? Could doesn't quite cut it here, I'm afraid. I need a solid, provable motive. Come back when you've got some real evidence. I presume you've found something interesting to discuss? If you're in... It was the height of arrogance, then, to disturb me. Don't come back unless you've got something worth saying.
Seems like
Devil's Den.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
I gave you back your privacy by shutting that illithid in your pocket out of your mind. It can't hear us. I brought you here because I'm true to my word, and I can make all of this tadpole business go away. Which means you and your lovely friends can remain blessedly free of tentacles. Let us speak plain. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far. But no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. In a manner of speaking. But it's the one inside the prism that you need, not the Illithid, the Gith. I can give you the means to break him free. I suppose you'd rather suck on the Emperor's tentacles till the end of your days? Orpheus is your only hope of surviving this horror show without devolving into an Illithid. To you, he will be a friend. After all, you're at war with an Elder Brain. No. Orpheus is the only reason you're still alive. The Emperor is abusing the Gith for its own ends. And it's doing the same to you. You're nothing more than the beast of burden that will transport it to the Elder Brain. An ox requires food, and the occasional beating to keep it moving. You are simpler. The Emperor's words serve as both carrot and stick.
Perhaps it is true that Orpheus would ally with you against the Elder Brain. But if he proves uncooperative once free, you may have to kill him.
Always good to talk, my friend. Are you sure? The blade stands at the ready. And just when...
It is done.
I'm glad you came. What?
For the first time since the Nautiloid, you're mine.
I gave you back your privacy by shutting that I brought, which means you. Let us, I'll admit, but no matter at best, you have the key to destroying it. In a manner of, I can give.
Speak, devil. We're listening.
To Illithids, yes. He would gladly execute thee. But to you, he will be a friend. After all, you're at war with an elder brain. No. Orpheus is the only reason you're still alive. The Emperor, and it's doing the same to you. And
Perhaps it is true that Orpheus would ally with you against the Elder Brain. But if he proves uncooperative once free, you may have...
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now. Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return. You really do think highly of yourself. My sights are set on something much more valuable than your soul. Succulent though it would be. I want the crown that dominates the Elder Brain. And you, Lae'zel of Kalir, want to free the Forgotten Prince, do you not?
I don't want to free him. I want to kill him.
Lae'zel of Kalir, do you think you can take a blade to the prince while the Illithid still binds him? Goodness, no. If you wish Gith's long-suffering son dead, you need the hammer.
Handing that crown to this devil will be like feeding gunpowder to a lava worm. Agree to nothing.
I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Karsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netherill's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting, and Karsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Karsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me. The Archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited. Ever watching for more than 1,000 years. For a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play. Yes, it does. Especially when I see what a bloody mess they've made of their whole scheme. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Karsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the Hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
Skvar, we should do as the devil asks. I cannot slay Orpheus if I cannot break him free.
Right here. You'll find everything is in order. The moment I have your signature, you will have the means to free Orpheus. The hammer. You guarantee the crown will be mine once the brain is defeated, and I swear that I will never use the crown to dominate a mortal. I won't stop you. But time is running out. So don't stay away for long. If you see reason, I'll be here, waiting. Right up to the moment the world ends.
So, the devil himself is pursuing the crown. As for whether it's truly the crown Carsus forged, well, I think it's safe to assume we shouldn't take anything Raphael utters at face value. We must claim the crown of Carsus for ourselves, before anyone else does.
Elminster's not around, so it might as well.
All right, what now?
Devil's Den.
We cannot slay the traitor prince unless we loose him from his astral prison. The means to do so was within our grasp, and you refused it. Why? Why? Is he any worse than Asmodeus, do you suppose? The reigning serpent, he who harvests souls to fight an unwinnable blood war. Worse than Mephistopheles, the devil who slayed his own son, he whose experiments threatened to melt his own frozen throne. Your mind is made up. But there's another option. All glory to Vlaakith. The devil keeps the Orphic hammer in his lair. If we can find a way in, we can take it. I'll use it to smash the Chua's bonds, and then slice him open on the spot.
I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts. And you. It's concerning that something could come between us like that. Especially when we are so close to the Elder Brain. Do you have any idea what it was? A blatant lie. You're trying to deceive me. But why? Someone must have intervened. Someone you don't want me to know about.
You feel the touch of the Emperor's mind peeling at the edge of yours, trying to gain access. And succeeding.
Raphael. Of course. I should have known the devil would come sniffing. The stench of impending chaos is irresistible to them. And what did he want with you? Giving a devil what he wants sounds like a brilliant idea. And what did he offer you in return for bringing it to him? I am glad you had the sense to turn him down. But it certainly does matter. Anything that threatens our alliance threatens our chances of defeating the Elder Brain. So I ask you again, what were the terms of the deal he offered you? I see.
Again, the Emperor pries at the boundaries of your thoughts. Invasive. Curious.
That is a fair request.
You feel its presence withdrawing from the fringes of your awareness.
I shall respect your privacy on this occasion. But know that if you have jeopardized our mutual project, I will be forced to reconsider our alliance. Now come. We have an Elder Brain to destroy.
Useful. Once his kind has you under their thumb, they won't ever let you go.
So, the devil... As for whether it's... We must...
We cannot slay the traitor prince and the means. Why? What was... The devil keep... I'll use it to...
There you are. I thought something was blocking me from hearing you. Me too. It's concern. Do you have any idea what it was? Something was blocking me from it, and do you have any idea what it was? Then the situation is worse than I thought. If it read your thoughts, it knows exactly what your intentions are, and it is already plotting counter-moves to stop you. We must press on. I will bolster your mental defenses. Let us hope that allows us to regain some of our lost advantage before it finds you.
We cannot enemies. Why? I wanted to follow the open valley, the easy way out. You chose the bramble path. I'm annoyed by it. And I admire you for it. We'll find a way into Raphael's lair, and we'll take the Orphic hammer, smash Orpheus's bonds, and slice him open. Vlakith Bar Nazin, Vlakith Ixaith. Vlakith will reign eternal.
So, as for whether it's... we must...
Useful as the hammer would have been, I'm relieved with... Once his kind has you under their thumb, they won't ever let you...
Wrench the Orph... Chook. You... as you say.
Raphael must be raging we didn't take his deal. Luckily, his desperation made him careless. Did you hear what he said? The hammer's in his house of hope. If we wanted, we could steal it right out from under his nose. Granted, it wouldn't be easy. Devils guard their treasure by especially lethal means. Maybe not. I wouldn't exactly relish heading into a devil's lair looking for it. But if you think it'll help us stop the Netherbrain, I'll do anything. We would need to find a diabolist. One worth their salt should be able to get us into that devil's lair. One last trip to Avernus. At least it'd be for a good reason, right?
The great devil grows sloppy. He makes his offer, but only after telling us where to find what we seek. The Orphic hammer. I suppose we will have to see if this House of Hope is open to visitors.
What can I do for you, my friend?
There is no deal with the devil that I would willingly partake in. Declining Raphael showed great wisdom.
You made a good decision refusing that devil's contract. We'll speak more on this later, but suffice it to say for now, that crown is vital to our purpose here.
So, no deal with Raphael. I wouldn't want to give him the satisfaction anyway.
Raphael thought he could outsmart us, but there are other ways to get the Orphic hammer, guaranteed. We know he keeps it in the House of Hope. If we can find a diabolist, they could help us make our way in. That's the spirit.
Moan loudly in the library at all times.
You deserve to cut loose.
Librarians, that's this thing.
Nymph's Grotto.
I
wish I could kiss you. I mean...
Such a rude.
Hey! Paid Raphael a visit. I want to hear all about it.
You have the key to my heart.
Not bad. I've had better days. And worse ones.
Maybe I need more pockets.
Lovely. And nice. Oh. Not sure it's much.
Gortash is being named Archduke. Time to pay Worm's Rock a visit.
You don't have to think about the queen.
I want to. I just have such a headache.
I wish I could kiss you better. I mean, to try.
Tell me, am I beautiful?
More than beautiful. You are the aurora stretched across the north skies. You are the golden dunes swept across the Kalim. You are the fruit of the forbidden palm, soft on my skin, sweet on my tongue. You are my sin and salvation.
Your parasite stirs, and you gaze at the nymph through the flaming fist's hungry eyes. Your muscles shiver with her longing. Your skin burns with her heat.
What's wrong, Jara?
What are you? Wait, I know you.
I don't understand. What's...
Your face. The Absolute has shown me.
Jara, what's going on? Who's this woman?
Your head screams in agony. The change has come. Pustules boiling beneath your skin, your bones twisting, your flesh rupturing. And suddenly, silence.
What's happening?
Creator. Destroyer.
Let's spill some blood.
Hells. I'd heard tales of mind flayers. Talons sharp as daggers and tentacles yet more fearsome. But no tale did justice to its ethereal beauty. It floats like a butterfly. Its blood shimmers like silver. Who? Oh, yes. Jara. I will miss her coin, it's true. Though perhaps this is not what you meant. Free your mind of her. Let us look forward, never back.
Her gaze intensifies. Your breath quickens and your heart skips a beat.
As am I. My thanks are as bountiful as your courage. Take these. May you have some comfort in bitter times. Be well. Be beautiful. One moment, forever emblazoned on my memories. I won't soon forget it. One moment.
Rocks for brains.
Journey to the Underdark.
Look, you didn't sign a treaty permitting you to march a warband through my lands. You paid for sex.
As much as I enjoy when others watch, that wasn't included in the price.
Quite the merry little party we have assembled here. Shall we? I hope you're not afraid of the dark, my darling. I must snuff out the lights before we begin. It's all part of the experience. The room is bathed in total darkness, so there is nothing to distract from your ecstasy.
The lady, Nim, moves your hand to where the clasps of her blouse lie.
All right, sweethearts. You dared to dance with a professional. You'll get your desire.
His skin is like lustered pearls, almost translucent, and so delicately smooth.
He's so perfect. It could move even the toughest soul to tears.
It's so easy to see why that body alone ruined so many lives.
You haven't earned the right to stare at me like that. I can't help myself. You look so delicious.
For this, I feel we should be paying you.
Astarion lavishes attentions on everyone present with flawless technique, unfazed. It's all pure instinct, but when you meet his eye for a moment, there's a look about him that reveals he's a million realms away.
Give me a moment, for pity's sake. You've exhausted me already.
We recover quickly, but not that quickly. Even in the best of times, it's an oasis of pleasure and calm. In the city's chaos, with Baldur's Gate preparing for war, the caress feels like the final flicker of a beautiful flame before darkness falls.
Give me a moment, for...
We recover quickly, but not that...
Give me...
We recover quickly, but not...
Hello, my dear.
Always good to talk, my friend.
Yes? What is it?
Don't touch me.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry. Everyone is Shuresh caress is a...
Dinner with my parents, remember?
Can get in Worm's Crossing.
There's plenty of spare beds.
Great! We can bond with a ton of people and pray none of them have sticky fingers.
Your pleasure is mine, sweeting.
You have the key to my heart in that.
I put it on especially for you.
Don't take it off later. I want to give it a good rumple. to my art in that.
I put it on especially for you.
Don't take it off later. I want to give it a good rumple.
I don't understand why they're such a types.
Come here. I'm not going to start an argument. I just want to know why you turned the boss down. Nothing wrong with that. I hope you make the right choice. The boss might be a devil, but he'll treat you more honestly than anyone else in the city. Plenty. But right now, I have one job. You. I'm talking to you openly. Mortal to mortal. And I'm begging you to sign the contract. If the brain wins, the Illithid Empire returns and worlds you've never even dreamed of will die. Raphael can stop it. He wants to. And he knows how. You're the key. You always have been. He's a devil. It's his nature. He needs to get his due. I won't pretend he's an altruist, but he's looked at the balance sheet. No world, no souls. And it's hard to get leverage on an Illithid. They make terrible clients. I doubt it. But even if you do, you won't survive the fight. I'd reconsider if I were you.
Again.
Cannot defeat the brain without that stone.
Well, look who's finally up. Heard you had a taste of Hoot's newest hooch. Bet you don't even remember half of the foolery you got up to. Well, make yourself at home. You'll be staying a while.
Don't give me trouble now.
The guard prepares to attack. Fugitives are to be killed on sight.
Still breathing, despite everything. Need to find a way forward.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't. Everyone interested caress is a...
Forget your work. These four walls are a world.
Portash is being named Archduke. Time to pay Worm's Rock a visit.
Look at me. You need only...
Tell me.
More than you...
Your parasites.
What's...
What are you? Wait.
I know you.
Jara, what's going...
Your head's...
Mutilate them.
Hells. But no tale did justice to its ethereal beauty. It floats like a butterfly. Is it not in the Illithid's Your eyes are no less...
Her gaze intensifies. Your breath quickens, and your heart skips a beat.
As am I. Take these. Be well.
Father, give me strength.
Quite the... Shall we? I hope you're not afraid of the dark, my darling. It's all...
The lady, his skin... It's so...
You haven't earned... I can't...
For this... A star, but when you meet his eye for a moment...
Everyone is Shire's caress is a
It's just embarrassing to need something like this.
one chicken win.
Hey! Come here. I'm not going to start an argument. I just want cheek. The boss might be a devil, but he'll treat you more honestly than I'm talking to. If the Raphael can stop it, he wants to. He's a devil. It's his nature. He needs to get his due. And it's hard to get leverage on an Illithid.
Go forth. Many nights with your partner await you. Our work is done, and we must attend to other clients.
But I hope you keep coming back to Mamselle's for the drinks.
Go forth.
But I hope you keep coming...
I brought my own pair.
What's on your mind?